Hello, Marisa. Hello, everyone out there. We are the KThree. This is our KDrama Coffee Break. It's so good to see everybody. How is everyone doing? If your first time here, I am Jenn.
I'm Marisa, and you are part of this K-drama conversation. Thank you so much for being here. We have some big dramas to talk about this week, but first we want to thank everyone who showed up to our meetup.
We had our own fan meet.
Oh my God. Our meetup with some of you here in LA. It rained, so that just makes LA people crazy. But Gina, Denise, Gina's daughter, Elle, it was great to see everybody. Thank you so much. It was so fun. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so great to see everybody. We see Meow Minx over there. We got Calvin. We've got AA. It's so good. Orange County, good to see you. WT, hi, great to see you. So as we ask every week, what is everyone drinking? I and Marisa are drinking our beverages in the new KThree mug collection. Woo!
That's right, you guys. We have new merch. Jenn did an amazing job designing this, so you can order your own mug. We've got new T-shirts.
Yes.
And Jenn designed blankets also, which are so nice.
I want a blanket so bad.
Right? You can totally cuddle up on the couch now with your hot beverage and your comfy tea and your comfy blanket.
You can have an entire cone of K-drama viewing where people will just be that they're in their space. Leave them. Let them have it. Right?
Oh, right. It's a visual clue. Exactly. I'm in the K-drama zone.
I'm in the K-drama cave. Leave me alone. Yes, exactly.
Yes. So you can order your merch. It helps out our channel. It helps keeps us going. And, I have to say, this shirt is super comfy. I'm really loving it.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. I know it is. They're nice. I like long T-shirts, and that's
it's long.
They're long in the body, which always makes me very happy. All right, what is everyone drinking? Oh, I see Dr. Chi. Hi, it's good to see you. We've got some instant cappuccino, delicious. We got some water. We got Evian, darlings, very fancy for the K-drama break. You should be putting that in like a wine goblet to make it super fancy. I think that's what I did for our New Year's show. I was like, my fancy sparkling water. Hey, Leslie J, it's so good to see you again. Great. AA, Starbucks double espresso. Totally. Are these working today? Yeah.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yeah, love it. Love it. Kirkland sparkling water, lime. Delicious. Delicious. So okay, so you guys, this week is weird, right? A lot is happening and nothing is happening. The new premieres is Caitlin here? I haven't seen Caitlin yet. Caitlin usually knows the schedule better than I did. But I've been tracking this calendar for our newsletter, and I checked that thing 14 times, and I thought that Escape the Seven Resurrection was premiering this Saturday. Only on Saturdays they're going to drop 2 episodes. I was so excited. And then they moved it to next Friday.
Oh no. All right.
I was bummed out. Let's see. Oh, Christabel. Hey, Christabel, good to see you. So that was a little bit of a bummer. So we only had the 2 premieres, and they weren't horribly exciting, in my personal opinion. And it's just been it's just been weird. We've got these 2 juggernaut shows, Queen of Tears and Wonderful World, which are both, I have so many, I think we need like therapy time for Queen of Tears, right, Marisa?
Yes, I have many feelings and I have many thoughts, and I can't wait to work them out with all of you guys because I'm wondering if I'm alone in my feelings or if you're on the same page. There's
Right?
much to discuss.
So much to discuss. And looks like our poll, it looks like we've got almost a, we got people are loving it. So you guys might have to talk us off the ledge. So, okay, I think we're going to get some little help on this one for sure.
Oh, good. Because I
Right.
want to love it. I do.
I do so much. I do desperately. Okay, let's see. Oh, Caitlin is here, but she'll be in and out. Caitlin, am I correct about Escape the Seven changing their premiere date? Because I check that damn calendar every week when I do the newsletter. I feel like I knew, but then all of a sudden it was like the 29th. I'm like, what is happening? Oh, Calvin. So yes, this Friday it's dropping, and it's going to be a Friday-Saturday show. If you're talking about Escape the Seven Resurrection, so it gives everybody, if you didn't watch the first season, a whole week to get caught up because the bonkers. Oh, thanks. Yes, thank you, Caitlin.
So Escape the Seven, that's like full-on makjang, right?
It is makjang. It's the most makjangiest jang of makjangs I've ever watched, and it is delicious.
With like a really big cast. Like, aren't there? I mean, I guess, all right, there's 7 of them, right? Is that the deal?
Yeah, and then there's all the evil people as well. Yeah, and then there's Jun just strutting through things and like giving his looks, and I'm like, I'm all there for that. Like that's 98% of the reason I'm still there. There's like 2% of like the other characters that really grew on me, but the reason I stuck it out was Jun. Like he was.
I
just
do love him
so well.
I do love him. I do love him.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, Calvin? Hot mess. You can't stop watching. And you just are cackling with them by the time it's over. You're like, these are the dumbest people I have ever witnessed. I love them. And they're crazy.
I don't know why I never watched it, but it's on Viki. So season 1 is all there. So I might have to. Yeah. I don't know.
The first couple of episodes are a bit dark and like dark and bullying heavy for sure. But once you kind of get past the setup for the absurdity, it's bonkers delicious for sure.
Oh, that sounds really appealing right now.
Calvin, exactly, the Jerry Springer of K-dramas, right?
Oh my god!
You know, you wanted to like it more. Yeah, like totally get that. Totally get it. It's out there for sure. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, you know what, Caitlin? They finally put season 2 on Viki. I kept looking. I'm like, please don't make me go elsewhere. Thank you. All right, so are we ready to dive in? Let's take a look at our schedule because we had a couple. This is last week's. Oh, before we do that, is anyone? We had one from 2 weeks ago. Chicken Nugget, y'all. Is anyone watching that? What did you think, Marisa? I'm up to episode 4. There's 10 episodes. They're only 30 minutes a piece, so I'm about almost halfway through.
Yeah, I think I'm at 3 or 4 also. I don't know. I grew up on Monty Python, which I loved. Right. And which is, so if you get that it's absurdist, then I think you can really enjoy it. But if you're like, this makes no sense to me, like nothing makes sense, then it's just never going to. But yeah, I just love the absurd quality of it. And it's just, it's so different. Yeah. And I gotta wonder if some of the Korean actors are sick of all these tropes too. Because you have to have the best of the best in a show like that. Otherwise, you can't, no one's going to buy it. Like you have to have really like top tier actors in it. So, and An Jae-hong especially, like he's known for taking different kinds of things. So
he commits to the most ridiculous shit, and I love it. Like that, as soon as you saw him, the opening scene with him walking down the street, singing and dancing to himself in that outfit, I was like,
I was
like, this is either going to be the greatest drama I ever watched, or I'm going to turn it off in 10 minutes. And then when I didn't turn it off in 10 minutes, I'm like, I love this. I love these people so much. Yeah, but that whole food when Jung Ho-yeon, from Squid Game fame's, cap model appeared, that whole storyline with every food trend that literally divides the country. Like they just were like, all right, here it is. It was the mint chocolate. I just, oh my God.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
The fact that the sauce on or off of the on or off was like a
Constantly-
deal breaker for their relationship.
Oh, how he
My
just
goodness.
like hit it.
Oh, so good to see- oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Well, we have
Yes, surprise.
What a surprise and how lovely. Thank you very, very much.
Thank
We really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank you. We appreciate that. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Let us know what you're watching. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. It was, I mean, I just thought it was so awesome. It was like just a deal breaker. Like, how dare you? How dare you? And then my other favorite part of that whole bit was with Rusung. Oh, I always forget his name. The guy from movie, the dad.
Yeah, Sang-ryung.
Sang-ryung. When he was like, please don't go into a flashback. Please don't go into a flashback. Stay focused. Don't go there.
Yes. And then a couple of times. It was so good. It was so good. But it was like, it asked this big existential question, like, is it harder to live for 5 days as a chicken nugget or to live 50 years as a person? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go on this ride. I'll go. Yeah.
Agreed. I agree. I can't wait to finish it because I feel like I got a little bit spoiled, so I know there's something coming that I know I'm really gonna enjoy.
Okay.
Aspect to it. I finished it, but I still don't know what the whole plot is, right, Christabel? I'm not sure we're ever gonna understand fully what the plot is. But I'm really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. It's just so wacky, like you said. Like it's just so absurd. Like it's not mahjong absurd. It's just absurd.
Yeah.
Like, it's not bonkers. It's not Escape the Seven absurd.
No, that's
it's a whole different like them just laughing in their office is just like it's so stylized.
I know. Like, so if you liked Being John Malkovich or Monty Python, then that's like, it's what was the one with Michael Keaton that he won the Oscar for? The Birdman. Was that it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, like it's absurdist. So just,
and it's
and it's a chicken nugget. And I have to say, like, you guys, as we get deeper into this conversation, like I'm in this place where I'm so disappointed with a lot of shows. So this was like refreshing and different and silly and fun and, like doesn't feel like a K-drama. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
Needed that.
Hey, Denise, good to see you again. Good to see you. Denise made it. Great.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Marco, when I didn't say that. Oh, so, Marco's bouncing. I'm trying to figure it out. Chicken Dirty is still not more absurd than Revenge. Right? Exactly. Right. All right, you guys. So absurd. So let's finish it as a group and we'll come back and visit it. Like, I think it's going to be a lot of fun, but I'm really glad it took me a minute to hit play on it. But like the episodes are like 32 minutes. This is a great, I'm going to bring this back when we talk about Queen of Tears, but this is a perfect example of less is more. Less is more. And I'll leave it at that until we get to Queen of Tears. All right, you guys, let's dive into it this week's calendar, right? All right. What do we got? We've got, did anybody watch the premiere of Nothing Uncovered? Did anyone catch that?
I tried.
Okay, Marisa, what happened when you tried? I need to know.
Well, okay. So, so my life is lifing right now. And I worked every, all day and then every night this week, except Friday. So it's just been, it's so like, I needed the escape, right? I needed K dramas to like take me away. And I like all of our three lead actors in this, like Kim Hano, Yeon Woo-jin. I like him a lot. And I like Jang Sung-jo a lot. Right. Especially since, what was he last in? He was in Death's Game on a motorcycle. I'm like, where did that come from? So I'm like, is this the new Jang Sung-jo that we're gonna get? And honestly, I got 10 minutes in and I couldn't stand her character. And I'm like, I know I'm supposed to give this a couple episodes, but man, I was like, what kind of top-notch journalist is she? She doesn't know what she's doing. I was like, all right.
It was one, like, I wrote in the newsletter that it didn't take me a lot of effort. So it was an effortless watch. Like I wasn't like constantly checking my phone and wanting to turn it off and like yelling at the TV. But it also I had zero affection for any that was happening. I was just the guy. I actually really enjoyed the 2 male leads because they seemed to have a more textured character where they once again just made her, I'm a top-notch journalist, clomping around in my 4-inch heels, running through streets, just randomly coming across dead bodies. Like, what? Like, I don't understand what's happening. How you come across not 1, but 2 dead bodies in the course of a week? 1 week. Like,
oh my God.
It was just, yeah. I was just, I mean, I'll probably watch it again this week just to kind of see if maybe the story grows a little bit more, but yeah, it was not, it didn't do a lot for me. Caitlin, Caitlin loved it. Okay, Caitlin.
Okay.
Let's hear it. I need a note. Because I shockingly didn't drop it right out of the gate. Like I was like, yeah, like, God, how do I even say this? What was the one? Oh, Queen of Divorce. I actively disliked like within an episode. I was like, I just can't get through this. Like, there's just too much. But this one, I was like, I was a little more iffy on that one. So yeah.
Yeah, Caitlin, I remember you were getting really stressed because we didn't know where it was going to land, and that it did end up on Cocoa and Vicky. So, but yes, exactly. She's a horrible journalist. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, is this drama written by a woman? As so many K dramas are. Is it? Because why make your female lead so non-respected and unlikable, and I don't know.
Like, so okay, Caitlin, I just saw you like the chemistry. Which chemistry, though, is my question. Do you like her with like I like both guys. Yeonwoo Jin I was really into, and I adore Jung Sung Jo, but he always plays such a turd that I'm like, oh, he's another turd. God, so bummed out. Who did write this? Let's see.
I'm trying to look. Bae Soo Young. Soo Young, is that's a female name, right?
I think so, yeah.
Soo Young. All right. They've written a couple drama specials, so nothing. You
know what? Now that you say that, it feels like I am okay, Caitlin. I'll give you that. I am rooting for the cop. Yeah, I kind of am. Even though her husband is an adoring, loving husband, I'm guessing we're gonna find out he's like the biggest turd on the planet. I think that's what it feels like, and I don't mean to be horribly disparaging, but it kind of feels like that student film that is just really close to being great, right? Like you're so close. Like there's some clunky moments where you're just like, what is happening? It's like it's just that. It's like it's when you've watched enough of this. So yeah, there's a slight bit of not polished that is happening for me in this one.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's look up the director. What did he do? Oh, I don't recognize any of these things. Recipe for Farewell. Are these films? Oh, Recipe for Farewell. I did see that. That was a tearjerker.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah, his wife has terminal cancer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna give it 2 more and then we'll see what happens. All right. Well, I think it's only you, me, and Caitlin watching this one. So
yeah.
Right. Christabel's like, I'm out just on the summary. Yeah, it's the summary. The summary is boring. And you're just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't finish the paragraph.
Right? Oh my God, the way she had that first crime scene was just appalling. It was awful. And I'm not even a crime. That's not even my major like yours is, Caitlin. Your hair must have been on fire. I was like, what is that? All right. The other one that I just could not is Midnight Photo Studio. Did anyone jump on this one?
Oh. I watched a full 2 episodes. I was like, oh, is this giving wow, what was that? What drama I'm thinking of? With the tent Pocha.
Yes. We loved it. It was
I'm sorry, my brain is not firing on all
No, Marco,
cylinders
it's
today.
like your favorite drama. With the
What's it
family and
called?
reincarnation. What was that one called?
Oh yeah, guys, help us out here.
Mystic Papa
Mystic
Bar.
Papa
Thank
Bar.
you, Marco.
Thank you.
And
I
Caitlin.
thought it was giving Mystic Pop-Up Bar.
No.
And then it wasn't.
No. Just way too many tears for me. Way too many. Yeah. I was just like, I don't kind of like what you said. I mean, I'm not lifing as hard as you, Marisa, but I'm kind of lifing in my own way. And I'm like, I want to escape reality. I don't want to dive into it. Oh, good. I'm so glad,
Well,
Meow
that's
Ming.
good.
I mean, it's beautiful and it's very heartfelt. I don't, you guys know me by now. I do not enjoy crying even once in a drama, let alone weekly. So
Well, did we all see the behind the scenes? They recorded the first script reading with all of the actors around the table, and our two leads were like crying by the end of just the reading, and I'm like, okay, like I like a good cry, but I felt manipulated with episode 2. I'm like, bring in the children, bring in the sad story. I'm like, oh.
I just watched either the trailer or a clip on Twitter, and I was like, there is no way I'm watching that. I will be a mess, and I already know going in that I'm just going to be angry in general at the whole show if I watch this, so I'm not doing it. Yeah. Oh my God, right? The ugly cried. Anytime Meow Ming someone says they ugly cried in episode 3 or 4, yeah, that means I'm never going to make it to the end. So that I might as well, I'll just live vicariously through all of you.
I have to say though, I really like our guy Yu In-soo, who was from Alchemy of Souls, playing
Yes.
a really different kind of character, and I love that for him. I love seeing him in that as one of the ghosts, and I also love Moon-suk. That man can dance. If you check out his Instagram reels, he's like a really talented dancer, and I love watching that. And this is such a different character. He's kind of like, always in a bad mood, I guess, because he's dead. but
yeah, no, I
a little dirty, and
that's what bummed me out. Like, I enjoy the cast a lot, and I wanted to watch
Yeah.
more of it, but I was just like, I personally do not enjoy that. See, Grateful Heart. Like, listen, some people really enjoy that. Some people find it cathartic and a lovely release, and they like it. They like all that. I am like, this is not enjoyable at all. And I just, I tried to no way.
The thing is, though, like, of all the dramas I'm watching right now, I think this is the one that I'm more likely to turn on again. Like, there are a bunch that I'm like, I can't anymore with you. And I'm looking at you, Impossible Air. But I think this one, I might try this one again because, I don't mind crying, but there's crying and then there's manipulation. So we'll see where we end up.
Yeah, keep me posted, guys. If the crying starts to taper off, I might jump back in because, like I said, I like the world building and the mythology behind the whole thing. I like all of that, but yeah, the cry, the weekly cry is not. Cry of the week is not my jam at all. All right, all right, right.
Oh
All
my God.
right. I feel like what is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, the Impossible Air. I'm like, what? I don't even. What happened to my screen? Okay, so let's talk briefly. Let's do both Wedding Impossible and the Impossible Air together because I think you dropped both of them, Marisa, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I see Carrie likes both of those shows, so that's good. I think there are things to like, and there are definitely actors to like in this show. Wedding Impossible, I tried to dive back in, but I felt like nothing was happening other than the younger brother, who's our male lead, has conflicted feelings for her now, and he keeps like appearing in front of her, and she's like, what are you doing? And like, kind of, that's all I'm getting. Like, is there something else going on? I don't know, which is too bad. But I kind of feel like they're mismatched.
Okay.
And part of it is that he's young and a puppy, and part of that is just her demeanor. She looks smart. Like, she's a smart cookie, like someone who gets life and gets herself. And he's just like, he's just tall and good looking. Like, that's kind of not enough.
He needs a little bit more life experience to I think, to match her.
Exactly. It's not I don't see that coming through in his character. And part of it is how it's written and part of it is, what he's bringing to it.
Right.
But I like her so much and I think that this story is not enough for her to dig her teeth into. So, I
Got it.
don't know.
Okay.
Anybody else watching it? No, I see no
Just
other
Carrie,
comments.
yeah, I think just Carrie. So Carrie, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Like a lot of people are really digging it on Twitter. It's just not unfortunately landing here. So apologies that we don't have a lot to say about that.
Yes, but share what you think because there are probably a bunch of people here who are not commenting. We see you too, and we're glad you're here. So if you have
Exactly. Yeah.
something
So
to
leave your
share,
comments in the comments. Yes, leave a comment in the comments.
leave the comment in the comments.
Follow that thread. Linda also likes both. Okay, great.
Oh, good. That's
Nice.
great.
Oh, right.
That's good.
I mean, listen, the BL storyline, that was the only reason I wanted to jump in. But is it a good one? Is it worth diving in for that?
You know what? I didn't see enough of it to know exactly what happened, but there's a betrayal in there somewhere. So I'm like, oh, well, that's a typical love storyline. So, but I do like the actor. Let's see. Our guy from Startup, Kim Do-won. But here's the thing. This is directed by Kwon Young-il, who did Doom at Your Service, My Unfamiliar Family, and Search WWW. So those are some of our favorite shows. I mean, Doom at Your Service, was a hard watch, but it was really good. And My Unfamiliar Family, oh my god. If you guys haven't seen that
was beautiful.
That is one of the best dramas.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was. It was kind and heartfelt and lovely. And yeah, that is one of
a really interesting family going through interesting things that didn't have to do with the usual machinations. It's like a family trying to find themselves and each other. And it's like HEIR is in it. And our guy Kim Ji-suk is in it. It's really good. That's a really big recommendation. And Search WW, which explains why Brian is avoiding Impossible.
Brian is also in Flex Cop. And every time I see him, I'm like, Brian! I love you, Brian. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. The other guy did it absolutely. Netflix is buying up a lot of to license a bunch of, listen, they're buying the big ones, unfortunately. They're not buying the smaller ones, which I think, in my opinion, some of the smaller ones hit me harder and I find more satisfying than the big ones because the big ones are trying to hit all those tent poles that are gonna, really be the big rating type things. And I kind of like the smaller ones, to be honest.
Yeah, because we thought that like all of these Netflix shows were really behind the writers, and I don't know. I don't know. We'll get to Queen of Tears, won't we? Although that's TVN, so
yeah, that's definitely a licensing one. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, Carrie. Excellent. Okay. All right. Speaking of Brian and Flex Cop, we had that this week.
We didn't talk about the Impossible Heir.
Oh God, sorry. Okay, I thought we were okay. Go Impossible Heir. My apologies.
Well, so I want to know from you guys who's still watching it because I dropped it. I may watch the final episode just to see how they wrap it up, but it just got so convoluted to me, and I've been seeing lots of TikToks, criticizing the lead, the female lead. She's not bringing it, and I don't know. I can't follow the Impossible Heir, but I love the three leads, right? Okay, so yes, so if you find something that you love, that's great. Yeah. I dropped it because it was too much. It made my brain hurt. I was really bummed about it. In-house screwed over Teo. Yeah, right. I guess we saw that coming, and it was like, really? I thought it was going to be the two of them against the evil Chebol family, but no, he is a product of that family. So of course,
for all of us to track along with who these people are, come on, internet, make it happen.
So yes, all right.
Okay, so Lee Joo-young betrayed Lee Jae-hyuk. Dun dun dun.
I know. Oh well.
This guy's always a bad guy every single time. Does he ever play a good guy? Ever? He just shows up and I'm like, oh, we got bad things happening. Bad things happening. Calvin.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, he does play villains really well. I do like him. I just wish this show, I don't know, it was too much. Is that possible? Yeah.
There's evil and then there's maniacal. You're just like, oh, whoa, what
I
happened?
know.
We just took a turn. We just took a turn.
The female is unnecessarily unkind. I will push back on that. I think any actor can find lots of nuance, lots of complexity in a character, and she's very one note. And I can't blame that all on how it's written. I don't think she's finding things. She's not finding the other colors in the character. So
correct me if I'm wrong, but you said this is one of her first roles. Is that correct?
Well, no, I mean, she's 30. She's not, where is it? Impossible Air. I didn't even pull it up. I think this is one of her bigger roles.
Oh, okay. Because
I don't think
she's the poor girl getting eviscerated on Twitter. I saw a bunch of pictures and I was like, what's happening?
Yeah. She was in Sweet Home 2. Oh, you guys, she was in Love Struck in the City. You remember where that took a shift and it moved away from Ji Chang-wook, and then it became Chae Min-ho from SHINee and his girlfriend. Like, she was the girlfriend, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the fact, I don't mean this, but just industry wise, the fact that she was in something in 2020 and then wasn't in anything until again 2023. My guess is she's not the strongest of actors in their arsenal.
No,
would be my
it's
guess.
too bad, because I think you have to. There's 3 of them, and was she the sickly lady whose boyfriend went searching for her meds? Oh God, I don't remember the story that well. Was that
maybe?
Oh, and Sweet Home 2. I didn't see Sweet Home 2.
Oh, maybe. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I actually didn't. She didn't bother me in that though. Maybe she's just better at playing more aggressive characters.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe
she channels her Russian better than she does her, debutante.
Yeah.
Vibe.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Denise is gonna binge it maybe when it ends. She's with you on that one, Marisa. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all the impossibles.
All the impossibles. Yeah. Yeah.
It was, it was. Oh yeah, those are all. Right? I mean, let's be honest. Like, that's a huge leap. You go from being like having to be on set for like 4 hours to having to be on set for 12 to 14 hours. That takes a toll on anybody. And if you're not like a pro, your performance is gonna not be top notch when you hit hour 12 and have to do a certain thing, right? So yeah,
it's too bad, because I think generally people are feeling like this was a missed opportunity, that she isn't quite at the level of Lee Jae-wook and Jin Young. Is that his name?
I mean, and there's that too. Like, I want to know who cast her against those two. Like, I don't even know the story per se, but just the setup. Like, I'm really surprised they didn't find a more dynamic, known name, unless they just ran out of budget and gave it to someone else.
That's what I was wondering. But is this a Disney Plus show? It's on Disney Plus, but is it? I don't know if
it's licensed. It's licensed.
It's licensed. Okay, yeah, it's on some. So yeah, I don't know.
All right. All right. Well, let's talk about something that we actually enjoy. Let's go. Where's my Flex Cop people? Come on, come talk to me. Come hang out with me. How'd we do, y'all? First and foremost, can I just tell you how freaking happy I am? They announced that we were getting a season 2 before they even aired the finale. Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
So excited. Because I'm not gonna lie, I loved this show, but the final 2 episodes were the weakest for me, because they pivoted off of the wacky fun of our little crime team solving cases every week, and then dove headfirst into crime tragedy of our Jin Yi-soo's family and just imploded everything. And you're just like, what is happening? Why? You dropped it, Calvin. Boo.
Oh no.
Leslie J. Thank you, Leslie J. It's such a great show. I love it so much. Yeah, I mean, there's unfortunately not a lot to say. I could go into like the finale. But no, it just bummed me out because they basically took almost everything away from Jinny Soo by the time it was over. Except his team. And then at one moment they're like, until the very last moment, you thought he was even leaving the police force, and you're like, what? Right, grateful heart. Thank you. Yes. I'm so glad you joined us at 3 a.m. Thank you, grateful
Oh my
heart.
god. Oh.
Let's check what's up. Loved it. Thank you. Right? Season 1 ended well, but I'm really glad we're getting a season 2 because I felt like we didn't get into as much as I thought we could with those characters. Like both leads had to I know. It was boring. Oh, right. I mean, it works. I mean, absolutely. But yeah, the plot twist is 1560. You got to 1516 and then dropped it? Oh. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've done that as well. I've dropped it at 15 and a half, and I'm like, I'm out. It was just too much. I mean, listen, we go from him being a wacky cop who has all this money, who basically doesn't have, just hates his dad because his mom died. Like, I mean, the usual chaebol kind of, stuff that happens with, the illegitimate kid. Well, we find out that he actually is the only legitimate kid, and that his brother is actually not an actual heir, and that his mother had an affair, but dad knew about it beforehand and still married her and raised the kid. But then we find out that the 12-year-old actually killed his mom. And I'm just like, wait, what show?
What?
Like, what? How did, what? And he also, so the 12-year-old killed mom with sleeping pills, and a 12-year-old then dragged a full-grown woman's body to the tub. 12. Now, listen, I get that he was mentally tortured and abused by his mother, who was a maniacal, crazy person. But murder is excessive for a 12-year-old. And then, right, Leslie? Like, I was really, really hoping that we were going to avoid that trope. And then the brother also kills dad the same way. I'm like, well, at least mix it up a little bit. Like, exactly the same way. But as an adult,
oh my god!
And then he takes over Hansu Group, and he's like, "We will rule the world." And all of a sudden, I have to give credit though where credit is due. Where is he? Kwak Shi-young. He had such an amazing. Like, he played the loving brother and the guy there for Jinny Soo through the whole show. And you're just like, don't do this to the brothers. Don't do this to the right. Yeah, right, Calvin. I was like, okay, sure, you bet. Exactly, Calvin. They could have made him 18 or 19. At least there's no way he's getting her into that tub. Dead weight, not happening. Anyway, so, but Kwak Shi-young has this, as an actor, has this most amazing, like, turn with his mother, where she's like, mom's having a meltdown in the hospital, but she's like, tell me you didn't do it. Tell me you didn't do it. Like, why did you do it? And he's like, mom. And all of a sudden he's like, you just see his whole body like shift. And he's like, what did you think I was going to turn out like? And it was like, it was so good. I was like, you were in the wrong drama for this, but that was brilliant. I loved it. I hated this drama, but that was amazing. And he does the same thing when he finally has his final confrontation with An Bo-hyun's Jinny Soo, and it was just so good. It was, I mean, the moments were great. It just completely didn't fit the show. But I mean, listen, out of 16 episodes, I was okay. And the fact that we're getting in a whole nother season where we can now explore, hopefully maybe other characters, maybe their relationship. And so, we've kind of burned off the family trauma stories, and now we get another season. I'm very excited to spend another 16 episodes with the crew. They're a lot of fun.
Right, Calvin. How about that?
Right?
That makes sense.
I mean, totally, 1,000%. But I was like, that is
different show.
A whole different show. Like,
that's funny. That's
like,
weird.
Flex Cop was like rich chaebol boy learning to, be part of a team and not be, such a turd. Like, all of a sudden he was like, in trauma therapy. I was like, what?
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. And my other favorite part,
season 2.
Yeah, season 2. I mean, overall, one of the most fun shows I've watched in a really long time. So I really, really enjoyed it. I thought the chemistry between everyone was fantastic. I will also say, even though, again, vastly out of genre, the scene with An Bo-hyun with his neighbor's mom, like his partner's mom, when she fed him soup after everything went down, and then he just kind of cried at the table. I mean, it was a beautiful scene. It was very well done. It wasn't like overwrought. It was just this poor broken boy crying in his bowl of soup, and the mom giving him a hug. It was beautiful. In the wrong show, but it was beautiful. It was well done.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, there was great moments, but it wasn't. I was like, what is happening? But it was. I enjoyed the team rallying around him, and they all became a team by the end. So a lot of those things happened that I really, really liked. Someone had to do the killing, right? I know, right, WT? Someone had to do the killing, but I was really bummed out that it was. I mean, let's be honest. Stepmom was an obvious choice. She was an obvious choice. We could have just let her be the bad guy from beginning to end, and I would have been completely satisfied with that. So I was a little bummed out, but yeah. Let's see, Calvin. One good thing about the show, it shows that money can't make your life. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. Not at all.
Nope.
I mean, listen, it'll buy you a helicopter to track down bad guys, but it may not keep you from your brother killing both your parents.
There you go.
Right?
Life lesson.
Exactly. Right, Leslie J. They were so sweet. Oh my God, I love the team so much, especially the young cop. And I don't know him from much, but Kim Shin Bi, I don't know, but he was one of my favorite characters. Like, I just loved his whole demeanor through the whole thing. Come on, internet, let's do this.
Very cute.
Oh, he was in Revenant. Who was he?
Who was he in Revenant?
Was he in Revenant? Oh, I think he was the young boy ghost that followed. I think he was that. I think.
Okay.
But I just loved how he was kind of the voice for. I popped off that. For Ginny Sue, like Ginny Sue would be like say something stupid. He'd be like, "Yeah, that's dumb. You shouldn't do that." I loved it. There was so much goodness, so much goodness, and so I'm super jazzed that we are getting a season 2.
Yay!
Yes, yeah. Though I will say, all my people who loved it, I was not unhappy that we got no romance. I was completely fine with no romance. Twitter is imploding that we didn't get any romance.
I was gonna say that's AA.
Thank
you. So nice of you. Thank you
so much. Really appreciate that, you guys. Yeah, I'm all for like maybe diving into a bit of the romance in season 2, but I think it might take away from some of the fun. Like maybe, I don't know. What did you guys think about that?
Well, it's so hard, right? Because we've been trained that the male lead and the female lead will tension, battle will fall in love, right? Yeah. And so to have something, okay, but right, it sometimes is the right thing to do. No romance in a K-drama. Who would have thought it?
Right. No, I mean, exactly. Like, they had some beautiful moments and I really liked them, but I mean, I had zero problem. Like, everyone was like, how dare you keep this from us? I'm like, because you
get it in every single other K-drama you're watching. So,
Right. Like, so I was so good. Thank you guys. I feel much better. Right. It's like Stranger. Like, people weirdly clamor for them to get together. And I'm like, what? Did we watch the same show?
I know.
That's not going to work.
Well, looks like the entire crew agrees with you. So, yes.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me just have a Flex Cop fest. I love it.
Yay.
All right, what do we got next? Oh, good Lord. Wonderful World. Who is watching this one? Talk to me, peoples.
I'm enjoying all of the excerpts on Instagram and TikTok because Chanu.
I mean,
that was that scene in Chicken Nugget where it's like he's like Chanu,
right?
Yeah,
I mean, listen, I'm a woman and I want to look like that.
I mean, and we were talking about this at our meetup, like with Denise and Gina, like so great that he's trying to stretch his acting abilities, his acting style, that he's taking a challenge, that he's doing something darker, and we like have a lot of respect for him for that, to kind of break that idol thing. Cause he's, he's also jetting off to Milan and Paris because, he's like fashion model good looking, but Jen, how is it really?
All right, let me see what Calvin has to say. Calvin and I, like, because the danger zone of beat exactly. I'm expecting a healing drama. This is another meltdown.
Whoa, not healing.
This is the least healing drama I've ever watched because everybody is deplorable in it. Like, there is no one to root for. I actively, like, okay, so this is our crew. The only thing that I will say that I'm really enjoying, watching Chanu go evil and be a stalker to get revenge is one of the best things about this show. Whether I'm going to stick with it to the end is a whole nother story. But that's like the best thing about the show. Okay. So here's my biggest problem. They have set up this whole show on the Kim Nam-ju character. So Eun Soo-hyun. Her son gets tragically killed in a hit and run in the first episode. She obviously bereaved, very upset. The guy who did it is a dick about killing and leaving her son off to the side of the road and not helping him, and this is a complete piece of trash. She goes to him to beg for his forgiveness, for him to forgive her son, and he's just like, I got somewhere to be, lady, and like it's like just completely ridiculously cruel to a grieving mother in general, let alone as the person who was just convicted of killing her son, but let out on probation. So she runs him down with her car. This is where the rest of the story. Right. Yeah, this is where the rest of the story I have a problem with. We then spend the rest up till now as if there is, because, and listen, I'm not saying you don't want revenge or that you don't want him to take responsibility for it, but you ran someone down with your car intentionally. And she spends the rest of the show up till now with some vague sense of justification for that. As if we're supposed to kind of be rooting for her to get her life back on track because she was a grieving mother and therefore was warranted to run down this man. And so it makes it a little bit difficult to like, there's no one to root for in this show is basically what I'm saying, for me anyway. I don't know if you guys feel different. If you do, please tell me. Maybe I'm missing something. Well, so we find out this week, and I think we all kind of guessed, that Chan-woo is the son of the man she ran down. Right? And he has been, because his life and his mother's life was ruined when his dad got, obviously convicted and probationed and then died. Ruined. Everyone came after them. He's out for revenge. So he's been stalking Kim Nam-ju's character from the time she goes to court till now. And so that part's been kind of juicy to watch. But the rest of it, I'm just like, this is just a slog of awful people. Is anyone else watching this, or am I just on an island on my own and just ranting? Because I just, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think I'm probably dropping it soon, but I also show up every week to be like, what is happening?
Well, so much for everyone being concerned that there was some sort of romance based on a couple of posters.
No.
Not what happened.
That would be a whole different genre.
Yeah. No, that was we'll make something up based on nothing, based on one picture, because you're giving us no information. So,
but it goes back to what
that's why they had to keep it secret. So
but it goes back to what you said. We have a female lead and we have a male lead, so of course they're going to get romantically attacked. It's like, no, not at all. Yeah. So dad drunk drive kills the writer's son, and the ML is stalking her. Yes. Oh well, no. The writer killed his dad. That's why he's stalking her. Yes. So the dad drunk drives, kills the writer's son. Writer's son is upset with the dad for not apologizing correctly and runs him over with her car. As one does.
Yeah, so, no, Jessica.
No, Jessica, I assure you it is not a Nuno romance. It would be one of the most psychologically dark dramas I've ever watched if it turned into a Nuno romance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like all these weird like side quests with the husband and Issei Me and like it's just like
right.
Yeah, like
they're in it too. Oh yeah.
The husband, I really like the husband. Like I feel like he's been it's kind of a mess. Kind of a mess. But listen, I show up every week because I'm like Chanu evil. All right, let's do this. Go. And he does
is he still working as a mechanic?
He is, and it's the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. I'm like, no one, I've never seen a mechanic who looks like you. And all my ever. I assure you, if I ever did, I would bring my car in every week.
Yeah. Him just hanging out on his motorcycle. Yeah.
And all his like it's really funny because like everything is usually he's like in like these like school uniforms that are very fitted, and he looks really good and sleek. And this one he's just like in, I like to call it the mid-Michigan like uniform. He's like got baggy pants and the chain key wallet combo and the jacket. And I'm just like, aw, Pumpkin. You try so hard to not look pretty.
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
That's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
To be like, oh my God, it's so dark. It's like dark but stupid. It's like that's really what it is. Everybody. I hate them all. All right. All right. Are we ready to hit this one? I think
help me, everybody. Help me like this drama.
All right. And what everybody's been waiting for. Help Marisa like this drama. Queen of Tears, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, 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 dun.
So I'm okay. So all right. So feeling number one is I'm kind of hung up on the fact that he got really excited that his wife was gonna die. And I can't seem to get over that. Yeah. And then okay, so and then feeling number two is these people have like no emotional intelligence at all. And I get that she grew up in this with this horrible chaebol family. So but then have we all caught up to 5 and 6 before I start dropping some big plot points? I don't want to. How can I say this without giving everything away? She goes through this traumatic experience and doesn't even talk to her husband about it. She just makes changes in the house. She just lock, stock, and barrel, get rid of this thing that I can't look at anymore. But she never talks to her husband. And so yeah, she's horrible family. If that was her mom, and she's been through trauma, we know she lost a brother. So they finally explained that. But like then Kim Soo-hyun, like his family is pretty like K-drama normal, and his mom is pretty awesome. So why did he pull a little fit and just like, I'm moving out of my room? I'm like, and it kind of goes beyond if they don't do this, then there's no plot. Because I think the bigger thing I'm feeling is that there are just so many petty actions that this is not this big grand love story that I thought we were going to get, like the way we got with Crash Landing on You, where they were fighting against this separation of North Korea but he was slowly falling for her, and you could see Hyun Bin just like being more and more charmed by Son Ye Jin, and like, but these evil political forces or geopolitical forces are tearing them apart, and how are they going to overcome this and find their love? But this is just people being terrible in all sorts of ways, and I don't know who to root for, and I want them to be together, but then they're both really kind of petty and mean and horrible. So I don't know. I don't care. I don't want them to be. I don't care about them being together. I don't care how beautiful Sanssouci, in Germany looked. It's like,
yeah. I weirdly, the only thing I don't like, I'm 90% with you on this. I weirdly am only rooting for Hong Hae-in. That is it. Kim Ji-won is the only character who I feel like has been consistent in who she is and how she behaves across the board. Everyone else is just kind of like Like again, we say this all the time. Just a conversation would solve so many things.
I know.
Just a quick
When did I ever tell you not to be by my side? I'm like, with every action and every sentence, and every time you ignored him and every time you side-eyed him. Yes. That's when you told him. Yeah. I don't believe you.
Yeah. I mean, there's that. But he also is like, my problem with him is he's just so, he's just so simpering. Like, I'm just like, dude, like, ask a fucking question. If you're upset, say something. If this is not, like, I get that you're trapped in this horrible family. Like, I get it. But I will say across the board, all of what you're saying, I agree with, right? But my biggest problem with this show is it's so bloated. I do not need an hour and a half, 3 hours every weekend for this story. This story does not warrant that much time. There's not that much happening. And so I feel like there's so much filler that I glaze over and I'm all of a sudden like, oh, something's happening. Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I agree.
Ice queen.
Yeah.
Oh, she is I think she's an ice queen. I think she totally doesn't show her emotions to anyone. Like when she was talking to the husband, whose baby is like, I mean, I think she's a total ice queen.
I think she's an ice queen with a heart of gold.
I think she's an ice queen who doesn't know how to express her feelings because of her horrible family. I definitely get that.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure why she emotionally left the marriage pretty early on.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I guess that trauma they went through, they just couldn't find their way back to each other. And now we're seeing that, but I want to be rooting for them, but I'm not. Help me out, people. Yeah. I want to like this show. And then there are a lot of characters also.
So many.
There's a lot of subplots. Yeah.
So many side quests. I'm just like, who is this person and why and what is happening? Yeah. I think it is well done so far. I can't suspend any. Yeah. Can't suspend any. Right.
Also, I don't know how much more of Hayen's aunt I can take. The hysterical one that's out of prison. Like, yeah. Just a lot of yelling.
Dr. G, is this the type of show to watch at 1.5? Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I think, and then listen, it's a quibble, but I mean, at the end of the day, these episodes are so long. I feel like I'm watching like 4 movies every time I sit down.
Yeah.
This whole subplot of like this ruse that was created in the orphanage with 8-year-olds. Like, I'm just like, wait, what? Like, everybody knows each other from an orphanage and you guys have stayed together to plot against I need either more information about like this whole plan and how it's come together and stayed together through the decades. Cause I'm like, that seems weird.
It does seem weird. I do like Park Sung-hoon though. I like it's a little much.
Yeah.
But I'll keep watching him.
I will say though, he's not chewing the scenery like he did in The Glory. So I'm appreciating the more subtle version of his maniacal in this one.
Yeah.
In The Glory, I was just like, dude, the scenery is destroyed. Thank you.
But you know who I like? I like the chairman's girlfriend.
Yes.
I like her.
Okay, so cool. Okay, here's my question though. Is she part of the cabal that is trying to take down the Queen Corporation? Is she part of the orphans that were in the plotting?
She's much older than them. I don't know. But wouldn't it be weird if she was on her own separate revenge track?
But again, we have so much time to fill. I would not be surprised at this point.
I don't know, you guys.
Yeah, it's not what I expected. I don't like actively hate it, but I just find the episodes way too long. Like I just don't need this much at all. Yeah. And everyone is just out. Like there's no like in Crash Landing on, and that's the other thing. My God, the type disappointed, and I feel like I have to watch it. Right? Yeah. I mean, I feel like differently, and I feel like they buried that lead that she's terminally ill for months. they said it up front and then they buried it for months, and then all of a sudden they're like, she's terminally ill. I'm like, oh, I see that bait and switch show trying to get us all
And
like
the other
Crash Landing on You again.
Yeah, I mean, they gave her 3 months. That's not very long. Why is she still going to work every day?
Right? And here's the other thing. People just like her husband, the only person who knows and knows that when she gets hit with an episode, goes wandering for hours on her own, unbeknownst to anything that's happening, leaves her alone constantly. I'm like, I think she needs someone.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, but that's the thing. Does he want her to die or does he want her to live?
Right. Like, well, I feel like now he wants her to live.
He's conflicted.
Like, I mean, he's clearly conflicted now, right?
Yeah. He wants her to live, but he kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't feel like the story is as clear as Crash Landing on You.
Oh, no. And all the running around with the what do you call it? The surveillance equipment and stuff. It's like you were saying, it's just like stretching this out into 90 minutes. And it's like, Oh, the doctor. Yes. Sebastian Roche.
Oh,
he appeared.
He did. I think he's. Catherine, are you talking about the doctor in Korea that is always like, "You're about to die. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna work." Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, the doctor in Korea. Yeah. But
Sebastian Roche was amazing, hilarious. It was like, wow, it's like a real actor in there. What is happening? Like a real English speaking actor. Go team. He wants her to live, but he hates that family. The family is terrible. I mean, I think dad might be kind of okay, but listen, at the drop of a hat, they turn on him, especially this episode 6, I think. Guys, we still have 10 more episodes. Like, where is this show going to go?
That's right.
10. That is 30. We have 30 more hours. 30 more hours. Think about that for a second, y'all. 30 more hours of this show. Where are we taking more wild boar? Right? Yes.
You guys, I have to tell you a story. When we were in Japan, we were at a temple out in Kyoto, and we went at night because it's a Fushimi Inari. It's a very, very, very popular tourist site. So you can go there, and they have thousands of red torii gates. It's beautiful, but it is super crowded. So my brilliant idea was like, because it's 24 hours, it's a temple. I'm like, let's go at night. So we went at like 9 o'clock at night, and there was hardly anyone there, and it was dark. But there's lights, random lights around, and we had our phones. And so we get to this one area, and my husband's like, I'm going to keep walking. I'm like, well, there's no viewing point up there. He's like, no, I just want to see what else is up there. So I'm like standing around by a vending machine, because there's, if you've been to Japan, vending machines. So he, like, I don't know, not even 10 minutes later, he comes running back down. I'm like, he's like, I saw not one, but 2 wild boars. He's like, a Japanese couple said to me, watch out, be careful. And he's like, what? And he sees this wild boar. So I showed him the episode. I'm like, was it that big? He's like, well, it wasn't that big, but it was almost that big. I'm like,
he needed his very own Kim Soo-hyun to shoot it for him. You should have had your gun ready, Marisa, to step in front of your husband and save his life.
Right. My rifle and my hunting outfit.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's terrifying.
I know, right?
Yeah, I think honestly, I truly believe this. I think that there are a lot of there really are. There are. Wild boars are rampant in South Korea, obviously. I really, really, truly think that if they edited what's the word? Thank you.
Judiciously.
Thank you.
Yes.
Edited this thing. I don't need 25 seconds of them staring at each other because they're pissed off. 5 will do. I'll get the point. Like, if we could start making some like very, concise cuts to this, I think we would get the exact same story, but it would be tighter. I just feel like we just languish in places where it's just like, oh, look how pretty. Like it just gets a little bloated, right?
Shonda.
Shonda?
Scary.
terrifying.
Scary.
What do you
Yeah.
even do? Do you run? Do you stop? Do you tuck into a ball? Like, what do you do?
I don't know. It's like I grew up in Canada, so if you come across a bear, you're supposed to make yourself appear as big as
Oh.
possible. But I don't know if that, like with a wild boar, if you're just like, I'm a big target.
Right?
No.
Oh my God, right?
Oh my God. What was it?
You said
Okay, Christabel. So everyone is horrible, and I'm wondering how they will end the drama, right? And who will have a happy ending? Right? It's kind of the question right now. Are you? Oh, what? How did our poll turn out?
Oh, our poll turned out. Hold please.
Yeah.
Okay, we got a 52% of loved it, right?
Okay.
And then we've got 11% meh, and then we've got a whole 37% wait to see how it ends.
Oh,
So, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A utility arborist. That sounds fascinating.
Right?
Fascinating. What?
Oh, goodness.
What?
Goodness,
Oh my
Leslie.
gosh.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
Ah.
Oh my God, that's so funny, Jonathan.
They look like cute pigs, but are they?
Oh my God.
Oh
So
my gosh. Yeah.
I think that's for me what it is. Like this writer in particular, she likes to tell big grandiose stories and I get it and I enjoy
Yeah.
them. But I think she has reached a point in her career where she probably does not want one, but is now desperately needs an editor. Where her ideas have got like I don't think she has anyone kind of being like, what if we, I feel like she needs to learn to be more brief in some of these things. But I think I would enjoy it more if we had more of a condensed version of this story.
Well, I would also think we would enjoy it more if there was someone to root for.
Yeah.
Like I don't see why they should be together. They might have loved each other once enough to get married, but I don't see, and I guess we're going to have 30 hours for this to happen. Like at what point does she get cured? Because that's going to happen, right? So
I mean, yes, she also spelled out what she wants her funeral to look like, so I kind of see the funeral as well. Like, I mean, is this going to be Puck? What's the writer's name? I don't remember her name. What's the writer's name?
is it Park Ji-yoon?
Yeah, it is Park Ji-yoon. Is
Park
this Park
Ji-yoon.
Ji-yoon's
Yeah.
great tragic melodrama? Is this the one where she decides to kill off the main female lead? I don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, table flipping pissed if that happens, though. I think people rebel against her.
But like, we're talking about emotional manipulation in other shows. Yeah. It's like when you present children who are no longer on the planet, I'm like, you are just that's kind of an easy way out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to go kind of to also call back, less is more, man. I am gonna burn through chicken nugget because it's only 30 minutes and you're giving me everything in like this very small amount. And do I want this show to be 30 minutes? I don't. But like an hour and 30 twice every week, 3 hours, that's like it's a movie every week.
Yeah.
K-drama
logic, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know. Like I'll keep watching it, but it's not the easiest watch for sure.
Yeah.
There really isn't anyone to root for. I agree. I think the closest one I'm rooting for is probably Han. Like I feel like she's the most wronged one in this group, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
For sure. Yeah. Like horrible family. Crazy aunt. Like literally crazy. The woman cannot stop yelling.
She hits that screech level too. You're just like,
oh, yeah. Very different from Tale of Nine-Tailed when she was the sophisticated, like,
loved her in that.
Oh my gosh, she was
loved
so good.
her in that. Yeah, this is just too much. But I also say, just on a side, not even a side note, but talking about the character of Hong Han, like Kim Ji-won, I don't think I've ever seen her in a role that she melded into as much as this one. Like I 1,000% believe she is a chaebol of a $1 billion corporation and she will punch your heart out at the slightest. Like I'm 1,000% behind her and like everything. I'm like, yes, I believe you 1,000%. It's like this is like the role for her. And so I think maybe that's part of why I like her a lot, because I just feel so everything just feels so natural with this character. Like some of her other characters I've enjoyed a lot for sure, but I felt like that kind of cutesy or that kind of, you know, warm, fuzzier versions of those characters.
Oh, like Fight My Way?
Yeah, like those kind of like they were fun, but I didn't feel like they fit her as well. Like this one just feels like the perfect coat for her. Like she's just like.
Well, the interesting thing is they offered this to IU first.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I would have enjoyed IU in this role, to be honest.
No, I think there's a, dare I say, gravitas to Kim Ji-won that I think feels natural.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely love her in this role.
Yeah.
But and she's defied the odds of her family. She's the most yeah. I don't know how to explain it because they're not normal people.
No. Like that line when they're in his hometown and she's talking about how she brought lobsters and beef to like outdo the soup and rice. Like I think like almost every other actress would have done that and it would have been a fun line, but she says it and I absolutely believe she knows she crushed them. And I think it's like so, like that's the kind of shit that I love for sure. But yeah, I used just I love IU. I'm not saying I don't, but like she's got that like she's feisty and fierce, but I don't see her running as an actor. Her persona does not lend me to see her being this ice princess that Kim Ji-won is. Is my thoughts. Calvin Quibble. The banished son snitches on his dad, tries to steal the company, creates problems for the family, and the answer I know, right? That was hilarious. I was like, what is this whole backstory? Like, that was a whole nother backstory. I was like, well, what is happening? Who? Why?
That's right.
Okay.
Why did we need that? Like, where is this uncle gonna the banished brother? Like, how does this play into everything?
And then he just randomly went back to Hawaii in this week's episodes. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, the other guy did it, right? She just feels like Hung Han. Like I've never believed her more. And she's like the gateway in Descendants of the Sun. I adored her in that. But even there, I was like, she's perfect for this. Let's see. WT and supports Hung Han. Right. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I'm hoping the ant shaves off some of those really obnoxious edges to help her out. But yeah. I agree. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, Queen of Tears. So many thoughts. All right, you guys. Wow. Let's do open forum real quick. Did we miss anything? Open forum. Anybody else got anything they watched or want to talk about? Marisa, you seem to be watching a lot of J-drama. You want to talk about there?
Yeah. So what am I watching? Oh, I Love You, except that. So J-dramas are usually 10 episodes. This one is, but Netflix only has 5 right now. The other 5 episodes aren't going to drop till April 14th. I'm thinking they're translating it and it's just taking a while longer. I don't know why. But because Netflix, I don't know how much, and we'll talk about how much that company is worth, but yeah, so I kind of held on it because I mean, what's the date? We're talking like 3 weeks or something until the other 5 episodes are available. So, but I am loving it. It's very, very sweet and it's very innocent and kind of silly. So yeah, right? Totally fun. Totally fun. I love Chae Jung-hyuk.
He's adorable.
He's totally adorable. And it's a Nuna romance. So,
Oh, I like a Nuna romance.
Yeah, right. She's 30. And as he tells her, I'm a 26-year-old man.
Oh, it's scandalous. Scandalous. 30 and 26. What?
Yeah. And they work for a chocolate company. They
Delicious.
make chocolate. It's the best. And Japanese food and Korean food. It's just light and fun, and I am enjoying that.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll finish that one. Maybe I'll watch it when it all drops. Calvin and Legend of the Blue Sea was a gem. I was shocked how much I enjoyed that one, right?
Mm-hmm. That's one top 10, like the eternal top 10. It's just like one of the best.
Right?
A Gentleman's Dignity. A Gentleman's Dignity.
I think, isn't that the one with all the 4 guys, right?
Yeah. That was hilarious. That's like, it's a little, does it feel dated though? But that one's funny. Physical 100. I haven't tuned into season 2, but you know, our brother from Weightlifting Fairy is in it.
Oh,
and yeah, because he's like total athlete.
really?
Hi, Nora. Welcome.
Hey, Nora. Good to see you.
Glad you made it.
Yeah. Let us know what you're watching. Throw it in the comments.
Yeah. My Siblings Romance. Oh yeah. So that's a reality show. Yeah. How is that? Whoa. I'm so curious about that.
Right.
It's like, yeah. It's like siblings kind of choosing a date for their sibling. Is that it? I think that's how it goes. Yeah. I do love a Korean dating show, man. I think we don't get another Singles Inferno until fall.
Those are just scandalous. Like, and they absolutely, that's hilarious. Oh,
so
right.
Good.
Yeah,
so good.
Those are 2 of those are top notch for sure.
Yes.
Speaking of Crash Landing on You, I mean, speaking of, as if we haven't been talking about it forever. Did you guys see the clips from the baseball with Son Hye-jin and Hyung Bin and Lee Dong-wook and Gong Yoo, and everybody kept forgetting to mention that Kim Jae-wook was sitting next to them the whole time. I was like, a double date. And this, I'm like, you guys, Kim Jae-wook is right there.
He's right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Everyone was at that game. That was such a status symbol to be there.
Oh my God, it was crazy.
Yeah, you binged Marry My Husband. That I would kind of like to go back and binge that one.
I think that's a really good binge.
I think so, right? Yeah.
Right?
That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun binge.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't, like, because we had overanalyzed it when like there was a shift later, and I think I would rather just kind of go along for the ride on that one.
Right. Just roll right through that, right?
Yeah. Did you see there's footage of Nanu at a fan meet? Like, we know he plays the guitar, right? Nanu at a fan meet singing Radiohead's Creep. Oh my God, guys. Yeah.
Really?
It's wild. It's wild.
Nice. Oh, okay. Watching some older dramas. Royal Family. I don't know that one.
I don't know. But I know you watch the dailies too, or weekend dramas. So I'm wondering if it's that.
Right.
Yes, the Han So-hee drama. Oh my gosh, Nora.
And not K-drama, just drama.
Life drama.
Right? Yeah. It was chaos. Absolutely.
It's chaos. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
They were broken up. That's what I think.
I mean, listen, I feel bad for the young girl, but yeah, they were broken up.
Yeah.
Around that.
They were broken up.
Did you guys ever talk about My Happy Ending and should I finish it? Oh, yeah, My Happy Ending, right? Wait. Oh, we did not. That was the Jang Nara one. We talked about it, but we did not watch it. I don't know if Caitlin's still hanging out here, but Caitlin finished it. I think they actually really enjoyed it. I think it was a lot, but I think it was at the end of the day a really enjoyable thriller type of drama. Makjangi.
Yeah. I got confused. There was a lot happen. I didn't watch very many episodes though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But we did have a good time like following along with all the theories and like I wanted to know, but I didn't want to invest time because it was too much. Mm-hmm. I just couldn't take it. Yeah.
Which one is Sound of Your Heart?
Isn't that Lee Jung-suk and Lee Bo-yeon? Is that one?
Oh. Sound of Your Heart. No. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Oh no. 2017? Sound of Your Heart. It is yeah, it's from 2017 with Lee Kwang-soo, Kim Dae-young, Jung So-min, Kim Mi-kyung. Oh, Kwang-soo. Oh, is this where he plays the cartoonist? I think that's what it is. Yeah. I never watched that one.
Oh, no,
Dr. Slump. A lot of people, I couldn't get into it, but I do recognize that a lot of people really loved it, and it was the healing drama that a lot of people
Yeah,
really needed.
I have
So
read that one a
yeah,
lot. Yeah.
but yeah, Park Hyung Sik and why am I blanking on her name? Park
Uh, Park Min, not Park Min Young.
Park Park
Park Shin-hye.
Park Shin-hye. Yeah, superstars.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Oh, more rock. Oh, Christabel. I don't know if I don't remember if I saw your comment on more Makjang the better. Please tell me you're watching Escape of the Seven then. That's the one. That's the one I'm so looking forward to this week. So much.
Friday. Just gonna get to Friday.
There's a part of the trailer. Ejune's like walking. He kind of is like this thing. I'm like, oh my god, yes. Oh, see your that sound of your heart, touch your heart. When will we see your heart? Right? Like, there's so many hearts, Like now, you know what we need next? Impossible heart.
Oh yeah, right.
Right. Rewatching Itaewon Class. Oh, it's more enjoyable the second time. Oh,
that's good.
I want to hear how that's going. That's fascinating. I'm trying to figure. I'm like so. Byung-hyun is like he just is quietly becoming one of my favorites. Like, I don't know, but I don't know what to rewatch. Do I rewatch Flex Cop? Kairos, while one of my favorites, I'm not sure it's the best one for him.
Oh my god, right. You know what? I think there's a new Japanese version of Itaewon Class.
Oh, okay.
So for any of you who watch J dramas and want something else to watch, I think I don't know what neighborhood they set it in though. It feels so Korean. Oh, Roppongi Class. So if any of you know Tokyo, Roppongi is an area with this really big mall, and it's really beautiful. But it doesn't have the edge. It doesn't have the edge of Itaewon, I don't think. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I rewatched the story of Puck's marriage. Oh, okay. Meow Minx. Right. That was a fun one. I enjoyed that one. That setup was fun. I'm looking forward to her new one. Yeah. All right, you guys. So many good. Totally worth a rewatch. That's so fun.
I'm telling you, and friends, the slump is coming. It always happens. There's some point in the year where there's like nothing happening.
Right. And I mean, honestly, between everything that's happening in Hollywood and even in Korea, we keep reading over and over and over again. Like, things are slowing down. Like the Monday, Tuesday for a lot of the networks, they're shutting them down. Like so it's going to slow down, I think, this summer for sure while they try and figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Right. What's happening? Boy.
Such a bummer.
Right.
Such a bummer. But they don't, because I think so for the couple of weeks that I was in Korea, I noticed like they don't have a regular TV schedule. So this idea that like shows end at a funny time and then you get like 12 minutes of commercials, and the commercials are awesome because it's like Chanu for Subway and Chanu for like Ricola and then like Ji Jin Hee, who we haven't seen in forever, like hawking I don't know what, like, you know, nutrition supplement, like just stuff like you just see all your favorite actors. But like in terms of like the dramas, it's just they're not always like, you know, in like the Hollywood schedule is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, Monday through Friday, Saturday, you know, like prime time. There's no it's not regular like that. So
it's like 10:50. I'm like, wait, what? Who starts watching a television show at 11 o'clock at night? Like, especially, and Lord knows it cannot be Queen of Tears. You'll be up till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Like, that's just crazy.
I know. And then if they're dropping Monday, Tuesdays,
right?
What's up?
A just said she watched Kairos. Thanks for the rec. It was great. Oh my god, I love that one. So good. So good. Yeah. Oh, Kanora's gonna rewatch Kairos. Maybe I'll just rewatch Kairos. Maybe I'll just do that because I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm behind had a trudge again though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you guys, this was so much fun. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Marisa, do you feel better about Queen of Tears? You're gonna forge forward, or where are you at?
I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens this week. And then if I get like wake up Saturday morning and I'm like, I have 90 minutes to spare.
It's so much time. It's just like
I know. But but you guys, we will be back in 2 weeks. So enjoy your K drama watching.
Exactly.
then,
So,
yeah.
as we do every week, we just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who helps support us. We have over on our Ko-fi, we want to say thank you to Rosie Pepito, Nora Key, Drama Milk. We have Andrea, Gina McAtee. We got Jess, Vivian, the other guy did it. Thank you so much again today. Shonda Panda, Lynn, Amna, Holly, Calasandra, Jock, Amy B, Jill, Victoria, Ann, Linda L, Dr. Cheese Lab, Underwood, and Meow Minx. Thank you so much. Yes. Ooh, I love these. These make me
These are
so
the good.
freaking happy.
Those are the good. Yeah, this one's the best, I think.
This is the
Yeah.
best one, especially for us, right?
Yeah.
New mugs. Yes, Norky. We got new mugs and t-shirts. We got swag. It's all down below. If you guys want to check out our story, it is on our YouTube channel. If you are just hanging out and you didn't comment, jump in the comments below. Let us know what you're watching. If you enjoyed this, please let YouTube know that you enjoyed this and just hit the like button and give us a follow. And they'll let you know when we go live next time. Yes. So until then, we will see you in 2 weeks.
All right.